Governor Gavin Newsom is officially building bus lines and stops in the Pacific Palisades to streamline his low-income housing plans. A public notice has been sent to Los Angeles residents outlining plans for the new high-density bus transit stations and metro facilities in the heart of the Palisades. Many are now targeting Newsom, claiming that this is nothing more than a post-wildfire land grab scheme. One longtime resident said that Newsom is carrying out his blueprint for injecting mass transit and low-income high-rise apartments into the enclave, saying, quote, "This isn't recovery, it's redesign." At the center of the controversy is the bus transit station at the corner of the Pacific Coast Highway and Sunset Boulevard. The letter was delivered to Pacific Palisades residents, letting them know about the upcoming construction. But some are asking, why is the mass transit being installed? Well, Senate Bill 79, which was backed by Newsom and passed in September, gives California the right to override local zoning and allow 65-foot apartment buildings, low income, to be built in the Palisades neighborhood, but only if there is a major transit stop within a half a mile. Then there's Senate Bill 549, which gives Los Angeles County the right to seize fire-damaged properties at very low prices to build low-income housing, which lines up with Newsom's pledge of $101 million in state funds for quote-unquote resilient building. In addition, out of the thousands of permits requested to rebuild, Mayor Karen Bass and Newsom have issued hundreds. The Palisades fire destroyed more than 6,500 homes and businesses and other buildings across 23,000 acres. As of September 24th, property owners in the city of Los Angeles have submitted almost 1,600 applications to rebuild their properties. Of those, 620 have received approval. Well, here's a fast fact for you. Sidney Powell warned that the U.S. intelligence community orchestrated a full-scale overthrow of the government in 2020. Powell, a former Trump administration attorney and the woman who successfully defended General Michael Flynn, warned that a successful coup was carried out that year, contrasting it with the failed attempts of 2016. Her previous warnings coming to the light as many are calling for full declassification of documents related to the 2020 election. She said, quote, "In plain English, the intelligence community overthrew the U.S. government on November 3rd, 2020. Just wait," she said, "if you thought 2016 was bad, wait until 2020 gets declassified. 2016 was just an attempted overthrow," she said. 2020 was the overthrow. Powell highlighted a November 2020 report on Dominion Voting Systems, the election technology firm that was at the center of post-election controversy. Here are some of the key details from that initial report referenced by Powell. 2.7 million votes for President Trump were allegedly deleted nationwide. In Pennsylvania alone, data showed 221,000 votes were allegedly switched from Trump to Biden. An additional 941,000 Trump votes were allegedly erased across multiple states, with patterns suggesting alleged targeted suppression in Republican strongholds. States without paper ballots reported 435,000 votes allegedly flipped from Trump to Biden, correlating with late-night surges. That analysis alleged systemic manipulation favoring Joe Biden. While Dominion denied any meddling and mainstream media outlets dismissed these findings as baseless, Powell said they should be re-examined. Dominion sued multiple entities for defamation related to the election claims and collected hundreds of millions of dollars in settlements. Canada has achieved the first heart transplant from a donor that died from assisted suicide. Medical Assistance in Dying is a program that euthanizes people who don't want to live anymore. In the case of the heart transplant, the donor was a 38-year-old Ontario man battling ALS. Canada is quickly evolving into a global pioneer of organ donation after euthanasia, or ODE. He was declared dead 7 minutes after the lethal injection started. His heart was quickly removed and connected to a specialized machine that reanimates it, pumping warm, oxygenated blood to preserve viability before being rushed across the border to Pittsburgh. There, in a 5.5-hour window from retrieval to implantation, it saved the life of a 59-year-old man with heart failure. The scale of Canada's ODE dominance is expanding quickly. By the end of 2021, Canada had 136 of the 286 documented worldwide instances of organ donation following euthanasia. In 2024, organs from those donors made up about 5% of Canada's total 3,212 organ transplants. Peer-reviewed studies warn of the coercion where patients feeling like a burden may speed up their euthanasia request to do something meaningful, with euthanasia becoming a driver for death. Assisted suicide deaths are nearing 15,000 each year.